So there's certain people on the planet or in different realities, different dimensions, different realms that treat their consciousness and their growth seriously. So like singers, songwriters, you know what I mean? People that treat the soul and their capabilities of which such things that are possible to elevate yourself to, or say a certain conscious phrase of words that go along with the song, that I can understand everybody else's intelligence, meaning that I can see the seeds of what God planted all around everywhere because God created everything. Now, we are seeds of God, meaning that we are God. Everything that is living life and has energy, that we suck up energy from the source of life, the sun, and everything that makes us pure. And the function of life is possible within the soul and many different things, because the sun has a soul. There's multiple things that have a soul. And what I'm trying to say is that it's intelligence. It has a form of intelligence and awareness. So I have a form of intelligence and awareness to perceive of all this too. I'm I'm observing all the characteristics and aspects within this. So it's all the confine of everything that makes sense in this puzzle piece. So what I was doing was expanding my own consciousness, being me in the beginning stages, and I understand who I was. Then it was getting mighty lonely just being by myself and knowing all the capabilities and such things of who I am. So I branched out to understand other states of consciousness, between like animals, the squirrels, the birds, humans, everything. Their states of different consciousness and awareness and intelligence. So what I'm trying to say is all this awareness and intelligence is a piece of the puzzle of the divine equation. So the divine equation would be getting together with everybody else with your intelligence and put it to good use for everything. With your intelligence to make good use of it. To use your intelligence, use your abilities, use your skills to help save this planet. Like my Hobbit Home Society idea. I had a Hobbit Home Society idea, and this is not just an idea, it's a real factual thing that can be possible. All this is possible. What we take our mind to, and in certain capabilities, like in different realms, we're able to fly. This realm, it's hardly possible, just because of the faculties of everything that make up this realm. Birds can fly, though. They soar in the air. They flap their wings because they adapted to that. But humans can adapt many. This world is kind of under control type world, and a lot of our foods and everything are messed with, and otherwise would be more pure of a being, um, with pure substances and stuff like this, because all this stuff is getting in the way of what this is, preventing us from being super conscious in the conscious field of things. So it would understand all these capabilities and aspects to the sort of intelligence. So I'm not going to stop this podcast just because there's two people walking here. They can integrate and grow, and the world can just grow up and not want to like call the cops on people just because this world is a lonely, difficult place. Not everybody is open to the facts of like being conscious on the planet or being open enough to actually receive and be loved, and having the capability of doing such things, and the consciousness is real. Like everything is one on the planet. We just got to realize that. There's certain faculties of the sense that are inhibited, and them faculties inhibit your own mind from thinking or processing information on a certain level. But then afterwards, when we get back to our level of when we're processing all the information on that level of our capability of being uninhibited, then all the faculties of the intelligence would be the biggest piece of the puzzle that there is. For all the fact of everybody's soul on the level on the level of all their abilities, all their talents, all the things that they love, all the things that they do, it'd be everything to making you uninhibited. Because if people are inhibited, I would like to see you uninhibited. So all the creators out there, the people that create things on YouTube, songs, different movies, different things like that, I see this level of creativity in them being themselves on a certain level of expression. So without that level of expression, we're inhibited. We're inhibited by all these faculties and everything in the senses that make us us. But it's a lower level of expression because we're not fully expressing, is what I'm trying to say. I hope I explained this to you. I hope that Kira's doing all right. I love Kira. She's amazing. Last podcast video was so spectacular. She's getting so, like, I love the way that I can tell if somebody does a good podcast or not. And that one was super good. And she probably is getting better because she's doing a podcast every day. And there's times where I didn't do podcast every day and I slacked off and I stopped. And then you kind of get rusty when you start doing podcast again. But when you're back in the flow of doing this every day and for a long period of time, you develop your state of consciousness again on a certain level of information of that you teach, and you spread the information that you know inside of yourself to the others. Now, if I see others, like I've been saying, if I see others with these growth aspects within themselves that are being fully expressed of their soul's abilities and their soul's attributes on a certain level, it's prominent to see that out of the crowd. It's prominent to see that out of this existence. You know what I mean? Because there's other existences where people are doing things on a certain level where it's way beyond this earth. But what I'm trying to say is this is the capability of being connected to the dream realm and aware of all these awarenesses, because this is what makes us us. From the capability of having dreams at night and remembering them and becoming who we are, and that supporting our life. Because it might maybe odd to us, but that's because we're learning how to be more natural in the dream realm and in real life, because real life is in the dream realm. Because on these dreams are real realities that were taking place, days of information. And if we're most likely that in the dream realm, when they're most likely how we are in the dream realm in this body, and this awareness is what keeps our cognitive function of a soul being intact, with certain mannerisms and functions of a daily human or an animal, and it's not a robot. We're never a robot. We can't conform to robots. We are a people that needs to be living in the soul. We can never be conformed like that. But what I'm trying to say, girls, is Neil worships the divine goddess. Girls, I hope you're doing amazing. And yeah, this is an informational podcast about the soul's intelligence, certain abilities of the soul's intelligence, I'll say, for this podcast. All right. Oh, I cracked my neck. Oh, been kind of looking down for a while, not straight up. All right. Anyway, have a good day, girls. It's 8-minute and 30-minute podcast. 8-minute and 30-second podcast. Oh my gosh. Never mind. That wouldn't even make sense before what I said. But anyway, girls, have a good day. All right. Bye.